people are either seem to be very strongly in favour of the bid or very strongly against it, that conclusion may have been drawn or based on purely political considerations or commercial considerations, but there's also an ideological aspect here, and surely your own view of the world would have caused you to be in favour of the bid, if I can put it that straightforwardly.
I'm not sure you can infer that, because as far as I could see, it was about increasing the shareholding in a company that most people would think they ran anyway. So, it wasn't... obviously, if you were commercially involved in that world, either as a rival or indeed as News Corp, you had strong views about it. But as a practicing politician at the time, it was not clear to me that there was, as I say, it was anything other than an inconvenience.
Did you have conversations with Mr. Hunt about it?
I had no specific conversations with either Dr. Gabriel or Mr. Hunt, and indeed I've, for the purposes of this inquiry, searched both any communication between the two departments. There was no communication.
Did you know what his view was about the bid?
I was not aware of his view.
Did you know what Mr. Cameron's view was about the merits of the bid?
No.
Did you suspect what their views might be?
No.
So you assumed that, that they didn't have a view, or you simply were oblivious as to what it might be?
No, I assumed, speaking about Mr. Cameron, that like me, he thought the whole thing was, as I say, a political inconvenience. It was very clear to us that some important newspaper groups, from our point of view, like the Telegraph, like Associated and the Mail, were very hostile to it, as indeed was the, I think rather extraordinarily, the Director General of the BBC. So, it was pretty clear that, there were a lot of people out there who were not going to be happy if the bid went through. And equally, of course, News International were not going to be happy if the bid didn't go through. But there was nothing we could do or would want to do or should do to influence that process. It was being handled in a quasi-judicial fashion by the business department.